Now, as you move on from me nailing my growl for the first time very quickly, if any of you guys remember this song, this game, it was called SingStar. It was very popular around the Rock Band days, where you would have like family Rock Band nights, or that may have just been my household, but I know Rock Band and Guitar Hero were very, very booming back then. But it's this game called SingStar. As you would sing notes correctly, it would fill up the color and it would grade you at the end, like you got 100% right, 86%, blah, blah, blah. And there's many songs to choose from, medleys, solos, very popular songs. There was this mode on this game that you could choose, PlayStation 2. You could sing the songs without being graded, and you can listen to the playback. So I would let the song just carry on, and there's this song by My Chemical Romance. It was called Helena. Just the right amount of aggression for these vocals that I just learned. So whenever my parents would leave, I would admittedly ignore my homeschooling work and just go straight to SingStar. I'd let the song go and I would add little ad-libs or try and sing along at the right parts to make this song better. That was my whole goal back then, was, can I make this song sound better? Much like a rock cover, but you know, in my own way, whatever I could do back then. I was very limited. And then I'd play it back and I'd hear my own growls. And then soon enough, I moved on to screams. I just figured growl and screams, just a flip side of things. A muscle or two involved, but I'd learned my fry screams. As I listened to myself in the playback, you know, My Chemical Romance, they're doing their thing, and then I'd wait for my parts where I knew I chimed in with my growls, and I would just listen super closely. And the second it came on, I was like, oh wow, oh wow. You know, I was just really, really in tune with what I was doing. Just being completely honest, I think I was very young, and I had heard people, and I knew for a fact that my growl was just as good as that growl that I was hearing on YouTube or the radio or something like that. That just boosted my confidence so much, and it just threw me even deeper mentally into this musical abyss that I was falling through. Just seemed endless, like I was just going to get better and better. From what we've heard from beginning to where we are now, this growl and screaming, dialing that down, delving deeper into perfecting my sound and my technique, that was the most focused I'd been in my entire music career thus far. So, as of course, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. Some of these people I may listen to still, some people I may not. You know, it's been a long time. Nowadays, I listen more towards what inspires me or helps me move on in my journey. A lot of the old thoughts, feelings, how I used to be. Some of what these bands and some of what they talk about just doesn't really resonate with me anymore. That was the past me, but kudos to them. They helped me grow at some point in my life. But yeah, here are the 5 vocalists I practiced non-stop with. They were my northern stars. If I felt like my technique wasn't quite there, I'd listen to one of their songs. I would really home in on what they sounded like. Oh, little difference there. He went, but now try and mess around with my throat to get that sound, and once I did, it was over. I was in there. But yeah, here are the 5. Makes you Now, funny thing about Mitch Lucker here, RIP, we lived in this gated community. It was called Lake Royale. There's a lot of wooded areas. I would go back into, disappear behind the tree lines yet again. That may just be a thing for me, just disappearing behind the tree lines. But towards nightfall, I would just go out there and just scream, completely aware that there's people that rode the same bus as me behind the tree lines or to the side, whatnot. And in my head, I'm like, well, I gotta do this. If they hear me and it freaks them out, oh fucking well, dude. I gotta nail this. Like, I gotta perfect my craft. So I'd go into the woods and just scream my heart out. This Mitch Lucker guy, his song, specifically the Slaves to Substance, was my number one go-to to nail my screams. It's been a while for me, but back then, hours a day. It was like breathing to me, practicing. Also, as they're playing and I'm showing these artists, I'll just throw in like one or two fun facts why I gravitated towards their vocals.
Myself this way, now I see you're testing me, pushes me